Welcome back to Study Break number 26.
Ooh.
We just finished our episode where the gals were left in the gymnasium after the fight with the Briar Knight and the beginnings of the tournament. First reactions. We had some questions going on.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so the Briar Knight, when his sword isn't glowing, that's like he could be broken through too. He's not necessarily operating under his own free will, but he is susceptible. And when his sword is glowing red, it's like there's no chance. He is actively being instructed.
Susceptible is, I don't think, the word to use. It is like, I don't think you would even, it's just like he's kind of doing his own thing whenever the sword's not glowing.
Mm-hmm. So when he was trying to bring Beans back, I got it mixed up. I thought when it was glowing red, he was in his own mind. And when it was glowing black, or when it was normal, it wasn't. So that's why I went and whacked him so many times. And because he picked up Beans, who was my friend. But yeah, in that moment, I thought, oh, there's no chance that he could like resist.
Yeah, but it seems like he has a mission. It's just like, it's like lethal or stun. You know, it's like...
Well, it seems like the only thing we've seen him resist is that his hand was trying to crush Beans, and he was resisting that. We've never seen him try to resist, just like relocating Beans isn't bringing any harm to him that this knight would know of. So like, I think the only time that he like really needed that like, I don't know, desperate measure of resisting was when his body was crushing Beans.
Yeah, like I don't think he wants
I think
to
in that fight, like we couldn't have,
Like I feel like the only options were take him down, which I don't think any of it, like the fact that one hit was 20.
I'm so mad because that's the most damage that was like the sickest attack I've ever done on anything.
Crazy.
And it was like...
Just whamming him.
No, I mean, I did get him on his back, I guess, but it was like, it didn't actually like defeat him.
I don't know. That's why I let him grab me.
Well, bro, Beanie better watch out. That's all I'll say.
I let him grab me because I was like, there's not a world where any of us gets hit more than once that we all survive and nobody can heal. And
yeah, I was on 1 hit point for that entire
seemed pretty hopeless.
Do you want us to keep talking about Brian, or do we want to start at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah.
Brian, beginning of the episode?
Oh, sorry, beginning.
Beginning.
So, yeah, how did we start off? Oh, as the kind of the beginning of the tournament. Well, y'all talked to Bro Beanie first.
Yes.
Bro Beanie talked to us first.
That's true.
She approached us.
Clarify.
And she was so passive aggressive.
Fake ass bitch.
I know. She's so fake.
But we did determine she was a little coward who didn't stand.
Yeah, she sent her goons.
And we knocked those goons.
We knocked the
right
goons
out.
and we knocked the goobs. And we knocked the greens.
I just like to say that
I just roasted the greens.
my boot tying
good.
together mission was good in theory.
Y'all have good ideas and really bad rolling of the dice
Nothing I can do
for those good ideas, or like bad timing.
Yeah. Well, our first fight went great. We kicked ass.
Mm-hmm.
The second thing in the maze,
We did well.
we did fine. Yeah.
I love that.
I was a little scared.
It was
in the
really
maze,
fun,
I was
though.
like, this could go bad.
Yeah.
I thought that I don't know. I thought
I
that we could
almost
lose.
wish we had just like split up all three of us so that so we could have like more like if there was other stuff happening in the maze like just to explore it a
been
little
funny.
more. It just would have been funnier.
At least we split up a little. I don't know. I love the
like-
walkie-talkie thing.
Our strategy was solid though.
Or yeah,
It was a good.
in terms of like most effective, I think what we did was really effective. But I think if we wanted to make it more fun, we should have actually traveled together, but a different person every time had to make the decision of which way we go.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we'll encounter more mazes.
I
or
love
more,
a maze.
dungeons.
I don't
I
know,
love a
something
maze.
like that.
I
Yeah.
love a labyrinth.
But it was fun that they were rogues. That's the first time I prepped, like whenever I made Sawyer, I gave her Fairy Fire as like because I don't know, it helps you stay on your man, which is such like a, I don't know, like sports thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like that's what that spell can be. Like that's why Sawyer would have it.
Yeah.
Because she would tell people to stay on their man. And I finally got to use it.
Mm-hmm.
But then during the blackout fight, I was like, oh shit. But if we redo the blackout fight, maybe I can utilize it.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll have a
I thought the maze
with Coach Gludge, I'm not sure. I don't know what
Yeah.
he'll say.
Coach Cludge does not.
But two of them were down and none of us were, so
I want to know what Gludge saw that said Penelope that he let in. Like, did he just let in the fucking Briar Knight or what?
Yeah.
know.
No, it was.
Oh yeah, it was
kinda like-
heavy footsteps.
Yeah,
right?
it was like the Briar Knight came in and then handed him some papers.
Dude, Coach
that were like,
Gludge
"I'm a
doesn't
late
care.
student."
Coach Gludge is like that history teacher who is a coach. Like he's putting it on the TV
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
watching it.
That's true.
So okay, I guess you fucking
Like every
go.
PE teacher ever is just like, whatever.
All right, beat each other up.
Yeah, exactly.
Penelope, all right, get on the mat.
Sure, whatever.
I like that it was Penelope. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where does Penelope come from? Like, did the Briar Knight just grab some random papers from
I
the
think
office?
the Briar Knight was like, what's a woman's name?
No, I think the Briar Knight was sent by my dad, so I'm sure my dad was like, "You're Penelope. Get in there."
That's so funny to imagine your dad like giving someone like codename Penelope. Do you copy? That was your dad.
I liked the whole Gooblia and the interaction and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun.
I love
was
learning
hilarious.
that Gooblia is like immortal, invincible.
Yeah,
Like
And
a
she's just-
jellyfish.
I love her.
and she's just got like in my mind, she's just like a mounded like a glob with like a sword.
In
Yeah.
my mind, she looks like Ditto from Pokemon,
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
little less.
Would Esta have been able to like electrocute her?
That's
I
what I
figured,
was
only
gonna
magic
do.
damage will work. So that's
Yeah.
why I gave up. Like, would we have been able to hit her at all?
I don't think that no. I think it was gonna be like y'all needed to talk to her, or because then it like becomes like less of like a novel, like a what the fuck? Because if you can just like
Yeah.
magic damage, then it's like well like we just do magic damage.
Exactly.
But it's like no, she's invincible.
I love it.
I
And
think
it's,
we
like,
gotta
crazy.
we gotta keep that in the back of our mind. If we
Yeah.
ever,
Oh yeah.
Gooblia could be our last line of defense when they come for Frogmont.
she can be a decoy though. Send her out first because she's not gonna get killed at least.
Mhm.
I love her and her tiny sword.
Yep, she's got a little sword.
I love that she tipped a
hat.
plasma hat
Yeah.
and said sorry when you set her up. Like
I know. I had to keep the distraction up, but I took her hand after though. I appreciated the
Yeah.
gesture.
okay, I think you called Tortlia. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Tortilla.
You call her a different name every time.
Well, there's
Loved it.
There's two turtles. Is that what
There's
they are?
one. No, yeah, there's
No,
two.
there's two. There's one named
that-
Shelly.
There's one that's I think this might it was supposed
I
to be
think
Shelly.
this was Shelly, and he renamed
There's
her.
one that I cast Longstrider on because I wanted to help her get to class on time.
There's this one and there's the one that's always trying to get to class on time.
I just thought it was funny because it was like Tortlia, and then you're like Tortilla, and I thought Tortilla was funnier, like Tortilla.
She might just be that might just be her last name and she'll go back to Shelly after this.
Tortlia and Tortilla.
I hope
Tortilla.
that she remembers that Longstrider I gave her and she votes for y'all for class president.
Hey, I think saving the whole school really is gonna boost us. Our
Y'all
numbers.
y'all have been kicking ass.
It's true. That whole time Brobini was talking to us, I was like, "You're kidding yourself."
Also, we just like demolished Brobini's team, even if like we can't convince
Y'all
anybody.
didn't do shit to Brobini's
well,
team.
but they don't. Yeah, but they don't know that. If they're not going to believe us about the Briar Knight, we
yeah,
can be
they're
like,
gonna
we
look at
fucked him up.
Brobini's team messed up and be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ooh, our reputation.
Fucking slammed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
They got
Brobini,
Robini scared as hell.
and she was hiding at the edge of the arena, fucking scared. Like that's what everybody saw when the lights came up. So
I think they were all already out for the chili dogs.
now I would be too.
They
That
have
was so
chili
funny.
dogs.
Is that just the lunch lady?
No, it was
What?
the bully
That
one
was
with the
Glup Gillytoad.
No, that was the girl who that was the DJ, and that was also the girl who sent the letter that
Do you remember that?
that gave you some stinky that
Oh.
sprayed stinky cheese on you.
Well, my first one, I was like,
I'll remember her forever.
I was like, Glup Gilly
That's
Toes in
what
the
I thought,
flesh.
too.
I was like,
no, I'm sorry, I was joking.
no, well, that's what I first thought because I was like, is that like the important bullywug lady? And then you were like, there's chili dogs. And I was like, I don't think that's her.
The founder of the school. They've got chili dogs.
They got chili dogs.
That was hilarious.
I'm glad that I finally...
Everybody keeps getting ripped away from us. At the
Yeah.
at the end of every fight, it's like back to hell, into the ground, portal. And we're like, wait, where did you go?
We'll never get to just kill somebody and get some loot. You know?
The barbarians.
That's true. But the loot we got was Big P.
Yeah. Show us another man who is so rude to customer service like
no,
employees
Dead.
just so that we can kill him.
Yeah.
I've been writing down in like my notes of like I need like y'all need someone that y'all could just like kill. But
Yeah.
Hungry
It's-
for blood.
Me too.
it's also
What do
like
you want to get? Because like we find Sabino, we're gonna be like, let's talk.
Yeah.
the thing is that like I wanted to give y'all this fight today of like y'all had the golds, which like was satisfying that y'all could like beat them up. but
It
y'all
was
can't,
so fun.
kill them, and also the gnomes, it was like a very like adverse, like fuck those little fuckers, like we gotta get them.
Yes.
And also like y'all are at a school, so like vicious murder
Yeah,
is
we
like
shouldn't really be
not
thinking about
great.
killing our classmates.
But
As long as it's combat, I you know what I mean? Like, as long as it's like, oh, the Arcano Ball Bracer, so it's not lethal damage. Awesome. But still, I am hitting them and they are being defeated.
I wanted to grab their armor and like twin spell shocking grafts 2 of them and like bang them together.
I'm a fighter in a roleplay heavy campaign, so I loved this episode.
I feel like you really finally rolled well.
Yeah.
for real.
Sawyer's competitive nature, what can I say? She was locked in.
Well, I think you've been locked in the other times. You just didn't do it.
I don't know.
You were so locked in right now.
I was so locked in.
But also y'all, another thing with this episode was that like what I want to like give y'all that I think y'all are like miss is like a bad guy that y'all can like, that's on y'all's level. Cause like you have like Lord Arathis who's like, oh fuck that guy. You guys kind of had Gracker, but it was like, oh, like we can convince her. And then like,
I love Gracker.
and
We're turning enemies to friends.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gracker is my best friend.
but I kind of just needed to give y'all someone that like y'all can dislike. And I think that's Bro Beanie.
I want to whack her so bad.
If she
good.
was close, I was going to stab her through the chest and be like, we won.
I could see that in your eyes
So
that you were going to do that.
her days are numbered.
How close is she?
Is she nearby?
Even the Red Bride, it's like, she's in love. I can't kill her.
Yeah. I need to give y'all like,
Connor, if I see Connor, it's on site, and I don't care
On-site.
who he was possessed by. I do not care.
Yeah.
You are done. I'm avenging my boy Chet.
I don't give 2 shits.
You snapped his hollow bones.
Connor can catch these hands.
He can catch these hands. He can catch this Arcano Ball bat.
yeah.
We'll see if his god protects him then.
Yeah.
There was like a thing that like I worry about is like giving y'all enemies that like have purpose, and it's like, oh, I want them to like really think about enemies, but now I'm like, shit, now I gotta give them people that they like hate, that they like really just want to
Yeah.
shit.
All your characters are really 3-dimensional, so we're like, oh, I see where they're coming from.
like, I get it.
They're in love.
We also go, wow, this world's really complicated. I don't want to like assume that my worldview is like the most correct till I know everything. Until I have all the information.
The barbarian, we could really kill him. Connor, you're done. I know that he's
We already
technically a high
we tried to
schooler,
give him a
but-
chance, and he
Yeah, that was your chance.
yeah.
And if he, I don't know, if he gets unpossessed,
We'll talk.
he made the decision to get possessed. He gives me the vibe that he was like, guide me.
Please possess me. Please possess me.
Please, mommy.
Please.
Please, mommy.
Please.
Please,
possess
it'll
me,
give me
queen.
purpose in life if you possess
Please.
me.
And y'all also got like it's lunchtime now during the day. Like y'all still got. I mean, like I don't think there's any more classes.
Yeah, we're not going to lunch. We're resting. I'm at 8 hit points. I have
Yeah.
nothing. I have nothing left.
Yeah, I don't have a key point. I ain't got a rage. I got shit.
Sawyer takes it, but she hurls.
Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't know. That was the most accurate thing I could think of for like being up at 1 hit point.
Y'all also have a quest the next day. Y'all got to figure out what the quest
Huh?
is.
Bro.
Oh yeah. When
We could be with Weaselby or Valkyrie.
but what about the splash pad tickets?
That's
That's
three.
down
That's
the
like
line.
3 weeks from
That's
now.
down the line. That's a couple.
3 weeks from now.
It's. I'm gonna say it's like a week. Y'all gonna have another.
It's going
y'all
to
gonna-
take Felicity and Big P a while.
It's
to get
taken
there
us
anyway.
a year to get a week into Frogmont. A year in real time.
Don't worry about it.
to
Don't
get
worry
a
about it.
week in Frogmont. You're
Don't
gonna make
worry
me
about
go
it.
3 weeks.
It's not gonna be 3 weeks. Y'all are gonna have. Oh my.
Jared's going to be like 3
Spoilers.
months
You
past.
don't have to explain yourself.
Spoilers.
It's going to be like in Fantasy High when they kiss their flesh. Like, what?
Here's the thing. Yeah,
I'll cut that out. That's a spoiler.
That is a spoiler. Here's the thing: where there is stuff at the school that we need to develop. We need to develop beans.
You don't have to explain yourself.
We're not going to take a year to get it to 3 weeks to get to the splash pad. We're going to start moving right along.
We also can record a lot more. My A plus is that I finally used my +9 to stealth effectively multiple times this session.
Nice.
My flunk is that I didn't have a sick ass plan for the Briar Knight. I thought maybe something would happen when he picked me up and then nothing happened. And I said, oh,
Beans really like, and there are 2 times that it's been like, Beans is the one. Like, I'm thinking about the ring thing, and it was like, you were like, no, I'm not going to give it to you.
Well, that was
insane.
I had no qualms with that.
Yeah.
I imagined he was going to like pick me up and then like poof. And then I was going to get to say one last line.
And then be taken to hell?
Yeah.
And I mean, oh my God.
So your intention was to get into his hand and he was going to take you to hell. And
No, my objective was to keep him from killing you fuckers.
My A+ was going to be you getting into like going with him willingly, because in the moment I was like, what are you doing? And then I was like, oh, that's what the character would do. That's great. I was like, that is what Beans would do. And then the angel, like the move with it. And then I was like, what is she going to do? And
Fuck me.
I thought
me
the move
with that
with the angel dust was really
you know,
good.
I
honestly think it's funnier if it keeps not working.
My other A+ is thank you for feeling so bad about the angel dust, but my flunk is, well, I already said a flunk. But my other flunk is that I can't ever get it to fucking work. So I think I should keep my 93 uses because it's never going to work.
It's way funnier as a running joke if it never works.
Yeah, we should just start plotting against
comedically.
it.
Well, I mean, like I'm so far away. I had an idea of like what it would look like if you gave it to them. And I was like, oh, like, I think that would be cool. But I was like,
yeah, it would have been cool.
I was like, I can't fucking betray
maybe next
the
time.
dice. Yeah. Don't want to betray the dice, but yeah, maybe next time.
I also refuse to be like, my next turn, I'm just going to blow it again. Like,
I know. But yeah, so I'll say A+ to that because it was so like, oh my God, what is she doing? But then it's like, oh, she's doing exactly what the character would do. And
well, that's what my character would do.
No, in a good way. And also, well, I won't say any more A+s in case they're y'alls. And what is my flunk? Oh.
Flawless session.
No. Well, yeah, honestly, it was really good. My flunk is, when you were like, let's just wait and see. I was like, no, that's what a coward would do. But then when Esther was like, let's hide, I was like, okay, we'll hide. I don't know. I felt like in that moment, I like wasn't quite sure what Sawyer would do. So maybe like, I'll flunk that, and I'll like think more about like, does Sawyer always charge into battle, or would she hide if it was really strategic?
I would also argue in that we've done it in real life when in combat, like stage combat stuff, when we had that knife free for all, the tactic was to hold off as long as possible for everybody to destroy each other and then move in. Like that was every
but would
winner
Sawyer
did that.
do that?
I know,
No.
I agree.
Right,
but
she wouldn't. So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just my flunk, that moment of like indecision and not necessarily making a decision like based on character motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, do you care about winning more? Or do you care about like not being a coward more?
I know, and I also care about getting in action. I mean, Sawyer will usually charge into battle, which like is like, I don't know.
I feel like when you can see, it's a little more understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I was glad that
that's just my flunk, just to get a little better at that.
y'all didn't know that y'all were setting up a cool narrative thing with like Beans goes alone.
Yeah.
The Brian thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's cool.
Okay, what are yours?
A+, just getting to my A+ is just getting to do a lot of combat. I just always think it's really fun. I love like a tournament style thing. A+ for us, like not losing, because it was possible. We could have lost. Like
Yeah.
we could just be out of the tournament.
And there's
right
plenty
now.
of other ways for us to get to Estea. So it's not like Jared's like,
Yeah.
oh, they have to win. But
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah,
I
we could
feel
have lost.
I feel the
so
pressure.
It's like
We did-
narratively interesting either way.
We did pretty well. So that's my A+. It's just getting to do combat, and it was a lot of fun, and we did really well. F to myself for just forgetting how everything
How to
in
play
combat
D&D.
actually works.
It's been a minute since we've recorded. Like we
I
haven't
like
recorded
wasn't
in a
tracking
year.
my spell slots for half of that, and then I went
Since
back
last
in and I was
year.
like, wait,
Since
what the
last
fuck did I
year.
cast? So I had to go back in and like do the slots, and then I was like, I just forgot how everything works today. But then I like got a handle on it, and I was like remembering to read all my. But I should have done interception for you on that when you got hit by the
No,
Briar
you
Knight.
shouldn't have. I didn't. I knew I still had my my second wind, and I knew that I had 1 hit point left, so I didn't need it. And I knew that if I was going down, I was going down.
I really like the maze. I think that's my A+.
I love the maze.
Yeah.
And I love that
Jinx,
I can go
now we
in-
have to kiss.
Okay.
Whoa.
I love that I could go into
Okay.
my mind palace and pick the right decision.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I saw it very vividly. It was
That's
cool.
good.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't. Were
well-
you planning on drawing it out in front of us? Because I could have solved that in 0.5 seconds flat.
Well, I was not going to have it like, here's the original plan. I was going to draw it out on our little battle map that we use just kind of like sometimes keep track of things. And my plan was I would have like some papers
Yeah, covering it.
covering the stuff that y'all don't see.
Yeah.
But then I was like, then y'all still need to make decisions. And also that drags it out.
Yeah.
And it makes it a little bit less interesting. And it kind of goes into how do we make the podcast interesting, time valuable and fun. And it's like, oh, like it's just for combat. It's like glass cannons. It's like making them hard hitting and low health.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, high stakes, 50-50. If you choose the wrong path, you're gonna get fucking stabbed. Like,
For a lot.
and then it's just like,
Yeah, it was like 21.
yeah. And then it was just like setting up the circumstances and like the feeling of like, ooh, this is scary.
I also like that, like, unless we were just like super metagamey, but like I liked that we had to figure out a way to communicate. And then there came a point when Beans went down and I realized I hadn't said like the last 3 moves to you guys. Like if you hadn't been writing it down, like then you would have had to remember. Like I liked that there was some consequence if you didn't pay attention.
Well, they thought, the not paying attention served right because you thought you were going the right way whenever you went towards Beans.
Yeah.
And it was like you went the wrong way, but like if you didn't see Beans, then like you wouldn't have found them probably. Like
Yeah, it's like, and I wouldn't have been able to
you
say
would have gotten
anything.
so turned around.
I
I think in
know.
that moment, like I was really hoping that would happen. I was like,
You would have
I
moved
hope-
past me and
Yeah.
then like probably not known how to get back.
and then not known where to go, and then you would just be,
We
like,
would still be in the maze.
going into dead ends, and then like gnomes stabbing you, and
And then I would have gone down and then we would have lost.
yeah. So and like what I did was like on my iPad, I just kind of wrote like, all right, just made a little squiggle of like up, right, up, left, right, down. Well, this crazy little maze that was just like one track, the like beginning end, and then I just did little like paths off every now and then. So just like little like divot right here so they make a decision, divot right here so they make a decision, divot right here so they make a decision. And then on all of those I put like little X's because that's where the gnomes would be. And then whenever y'all made a decision or like whenever y'all stopped, I like put a little dot there on the maze to see where y'all ended up at the last turn. So it was super easy. And like having it in front of us would have been so complicated, where it's just like putting in front of y'all adds a degree of difficulty of like, oh, if we split up, then like how do we communicate? And it's also like they got to pay attention and like we got to remember. And then also like going back, you got to think about what was the right way.
Yeah. Also, at some point, like you would have gotten, like when I was trying to figure out when it was like I had 3 directions, it would have started to be obvious. Like I feel like getting through the maze, right? Like I don't know. Like eventually, it's like if straight doesn't look like it's leading out.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess the exit can be anywhere, but I would assume it would be on the other side.
exactly.
So like I could start intuiting, using my intuition.
Yep.
What's your flunk?
I think like keeping the stakes of the Briar Knight fight, I wasn't super nailed down on what I wanted to do for that. In my mind, I was like, he's going to fuck y'all up. And then it's just going to be the little bullywug comes in and is like, chili dogs. And then y'all like, oh, fuck. Because also something we haven't talked about is he's in the school now. He's now like kind of found a way to get in.
Great. I feel like if we tell somebody a demonic adjacent thing is here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have like the Sunshine Knights are there. But who knows
The cops.
Who knows how competent they are.
The sunshine cops.
I think I know exactly how competent they are.
Goofy. What was the guy you met? I called him Greg, and then you're like, "There's already a Greg," and I was like, "Oh, Thomas." Short.
Yeah, Thomas, short for Greg.
You guys know him.
That was funny. I like that you wanted him to kick our ass, but we kicked his ass a little.
No, y'all went crazy on him.
Yeah, you're
And-
insane.
He came and picked up beans, or he was going to.
I didn't think Beans was gonna like give himself up willingly.
What was I supposed to do? Fight him and go
And then
down?
Go down, yeah.
And then he was just going to pick me up anyways? At least
Yeah.
I could see where he was taking me.
Yeah. But and also like I even had more planned of like y'all getting y'all's quest designation today.
Come again?
If you insist.
I thought your detect thoughts was really smart. I feel like that told us a lot.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Gotta take beans back. Gotta take beans back.
I love how
like
you
beans back.
specified like this isn't a voice for him.
This isn't a voice.
What if
Yeah.
it was?
Why can't it be?
Yeah, why
I mean,
can't
like
that be his voice?
the way that it speaks is like kind of, and like the like gotta keep beans back, like that's kind of telling. But I didn't want it to be like that's the voice of this
Yeah.
thing.
Gotta take beans back.
Also, A+ to the speaking stone bit. I
Oh,
personally
that
had
was-
fun.
That was like one of my favorite bits.
I don't care if I don't care if everybody else hates it. I had a good time.
Who's gonna hate it? Well, maybe like the audio will be like kind of annoying. Whatever.
Yeah, can you add a walkie-talkie
Yeah.
like break every time?
I gotta make a little. I gotta make a note so that I can have the different vocal tracks so that I can do like the effects
Oh,
of like, hey, what's going on?
I'm talking to the speaking stone.
Shit.
Do we want to do the stuff when we read the stuff?
Yeah, we've got some great reviews from you to read.
The way y'all's head snapped towards Jared when he said that was really horrifying.
All right, this first one is from Olivia, which is
not
Olivia's.
me.
It's Olivia's burner account. She wrote this.
Not
These are
me.
all from us.
It's from the,
Yeah, we
we wrote these.
we made 15 accounts.
no.
The title of it is A Delight. It says, this show is truly a delight. The DM is very talented at wrangling his Chaos Goblin players.
True.
And honestly, their antics make it a joy to listen to. It's easy to listen to their fun while multitasking, which is a plus for me. And the player's character's dynamic is quite enjoyable. Give it a try and let this all-girl cast wow you. Thank you.
So true.
Thank you, Olivia.
Well, in between reading those, we got a Spotify comment. Thank you for everyone who comments on Spotify.
If you comment on Spotify, I'm coming to your house in your dreams to give you a kiss on the head.
We need to find it.
I'll read our next review. From KB Bouse.
KBBQ?
KBB Bouse. Whatever. 27. KB
whatever.
Bouse 27.
That's their name. Don't you whatever them.
Similar theme. This is titled Delightful. Love this crew. The hijinks are great, but the story is also emotionally captivating. I'd die for beans.
I put this in. I made like a compilation, like on TikTok recently, of my favorite reviews, and this was on there because I love the hijinks are great, and the story is emotionally captivating. I would die for beans. I would die for beans. The tone shift.
This one is from Dragon Horde Designs. These gals rock. I love the energy between them. You can tell when you start listening to an actual play podcast whether it's going to be okay or fantastic based off of how the players and DM interact with each other. And this crew gives bestie vibes from the very beginning. If I could give 10 stars, I would.
Thank you, Dragon Horde Design. And they put a little heart in there.
Yeah, a little heart.
Little kiss. Oh, this next one is from Torito and Cheese. Torito and Cheese, if you're listening, I love you. If Torito and Cheese has one fan, it's me. They said, absolutely crushing it. I'm not sure how I found your amazing show, but wugs, I am so beyond happy I did. I listen on Spotify and already dropped my 5 stars there. Thank you. Wow.
Thank you.
Cross platform. But I wanted to rate y'all here and show my love. I can't explain how exciting it is to discover your podcast at such an early stage of production. You gals and goblins are already crushing this so hard. Props to Jared for the awesome edits, sound effects, and awesome Goblin mastery. And to the gals, I thought I was really stepping into my roleplay game, but now I have a whole new level to achieve. You goblins are incredible, and I binged your entire podcast in the last 3 days.
My God.
Now I'm re-listening because I can't get enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go wugs!
Thank you, Torito.
Yeah.
Go wugs!
Go Wugs.
Go,
Thank you, Torito and Cheese.
We love you too.
You have that wug spirit. I like that.
Thank you for leaving a review on both platforms.
Yeah,
that's so
damn.
real.
We should all be a little more like Torito and Cheese.
Yeah. If y'all want a double kiss on the head and you're listening on Spotify, hey, head on over to Apple Podcasts. You can
Or Amazon podcasts too.
re-listen to our first episode, that sweet, sweet nostalgia, and then write us a little something.
Wow, these are all really. We did not plan the order of these. At least I don't think you did. Oh, you did?
Is it better if we didn't?
How did you know we weren't going to go that way?
Oh, I guess I didn't.
Oh, she never considered. Anyway, this is from Sofa Loaf, I'm assuming.
My plan was just to point to you and be like, this one's...
The title is Beans and Buc-ee's, two things I love. 10 out of 10 solely for the fact that Buc-ee's was mentioned. That's a first for me. Texans represent. That will not be the first time, and that will not be the last time we mention Buc-ee's. Can't wait to join the Discord when I catch up. Also, shout out to honorary gal Jared. You're a girl's girl.
Thank you so much.
I'm a dairy girl.
Oh my god.
Hey, Sofaloaf, if you haven't watched our Ren Fair vlog on YouTube, we have a YouTube, everyone. Go on there. A lot of Buc-ee's content. A lot of live action Buc-ee's
You
content.
can see actual footage of us in a Buc-ee's.
We do a Buc-ee's haul, kinda.
We have enough Buc-ee's footage that I cut from that we could make a whole Buc-ee's video.
Oh,
my God.
I know because I was taking the
Buc-ee's
video of
ad.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's ad.
We need to go. We
Buc-ee's
need to go
ad.
do a proper Buc-ee's vlog. I think.
Oh, it's only an hour away.
Exactly.
We can hit up
The new Buc-ee's? Do y'all know about the new Buc-ee's they're building?
New one.
It's really close to here.
Ooh.
It's,
You're
it's
lying.
probably an hour away. I don't know.
It's not close.
Oh, sorry. It's close to Fort Worth, which is my hometown. So maybe that's what I was
yeah.
thinking. Maybe it's an hour away from.
That one's been
Like,
being
my
built
parents'
for forever.
I know it's really big.
I know,
Anyway,
but it's been
okay. So, Flo, if that Buc-ee's discourse was for you,
yeah.
This one is from Bootstring Budget Girl, titled "Amaze Balls" with 4 exclamation points. I saw a
5
random,
stars, 4 exclamation.
I saw a random I'm passing the phone to video on Insta and fell in love with the chemistry the gals have. Now I'm all caught up and need some goblin piss to cure the depressive state the withdrawals are causing. Oh no. Really appreciating the XD emote in 2023. That is 2024 now. But really appreciating a modern use of the XD. This podcast rocks, and I can't wait for more episodes.
I love need some goblin piss.
Need some goblin piss.
I love when
I
the
need-
reviews
I
when
need
the
a drink.
reviews mention something specific. Not that I doubt any of these people have listened, but when they do that, it's an extra confirmation. I'm like, oh, you did listen.
You're a big
oh
fan.
shit.
You
Also-
listen.
It's more funny that it's an inside joke because who the fuck reads that? That's outside of goblins, and they're like, they need goblin piss.
Yeah.
to
But reading that, if
cure-
I was reading
Well,
that for a
imagine
show,
am I going to listen to this podcast or not? And then you see that, you're like, I have to know.
or being like, beans and Buc-ee's, it's like, what does that mean?
yeah,
What does that mean?
it's like I guess Buc-ee's has beans.
This next one is from Marissa Annie. It says, new fave. I found them through TikTok, and while I did have to re-listen to the first few episodes, once they hit episode 4, I was hooked.
Hey,
That's so valid because we're dumping a lot of information on you.
that's a lot of dedication.
Yeah. Thank you.
We've all
Marissa
also
Annie.
listened to the first 3 episodes many a time.
Yeah.
I can't find the Spotify stuff is so hard to navigate. But I just want to. There's somebody that asked what color Power Ranger we were. I want to find who it is. I'll find you eventually. But
But let's answer
Oh,
it.
because you have to go through every episode.
you have to go through every single episode.
And find
if you've
which
ever
one it was on.
commented on Spotify, thank you so much. I read it all the time.
Me too.
So does
I,
Lily.
that's like my social media.
Yeah, I scroll.
I get the emails that are like 12 new people
Have you seen
commented,
the
and
one
I
that
go,
says-
wow.
It's all in all caps, and it says begging and barking for Sabina's build breakdown. Please, 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 please.
I saw that. Yeah. We'll do that maybe.
What Power Ranger colors, everybody?
The White Ranger.
Well, personality wise, I don't know. I feel like I always identify the most with the yellow one, but I feel like color wise, I would want to be green. But I always like, I don't know. I always felt the most in tune with the yellow Power Ranger.
I really get where the red Power Ranger's coming from, but I don't really like red.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's like I'm not really a yellow.
I'm going to
girl.
go with pink.
Yeah.
I really like this white one because he reminds me of I think it's Silver from Sonic the Hedgehog. He's kind of like Lone Ranger, so cool, very rad. And I had his action figure, and I'd always make him fight like my Legos, and he'd always.
I had the yellow and pink ones.
Yeah.
I don't know who else I had. I definitely.
Unless if you want pink, I can.
I don't know anything about the Power Rangers.
Oh.
Oh,
Like
I thought
what
you were going to
their-
say pink for sure.
like what
I
their
was I wasn't a big
personalities
pink.
are.
I wasn't a big pink. Girl.
Honestly, I
What do
think
you guys think I
at
would
the
be?
time.
their personalities really depend on, I feel like, which one
there's
you were
so
watching.
many different
Like,
versions. Like there's different actors.
I'm just
for every
thinking of
single
like
one.
the classic like original
Yeah.
movies. I think like the first two.
Yeah. It's
I watched the
honestly
show.
It's also not that deep. It's more of just
Yeah, I
like
watched the movies.
you
more
could just
than-
pick your color. It's not like you were like asking like what Zord you would be.
I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw.
You know
I
what
just picked,
Megazord?
I just
I
picked green because I liked green.
Well,
Red is the leader, is why I said that.
so that does make sense
Mm-hmm.
if you had red. Well, the pink is always the girl.
She
Right.
is the
Yellow
girl.
is girl
Well, yellow
too.
and yellow.
Oh,
is the girl.
and yellow.
Well, that's why I was like, I kind of like the yellow one because as a kid I was like, I don't like pink. I'm not like other girls. I was like 10. So
What? Tell me about blue. What?
Blue's usually solid. I feel like blue is like right up there with red. Blue's, I feel like, right hand man.
second in command.
Yeah.
I think I'll go blue.
I think you'd be a good blue.
Yeah.
Unless you want red. I technically went pink.
No.
There's some like extra colors sometimes. We got black, white, and then I think there's a brown, right?
I don't know.
I think we also need to bring Ninjago into this conversation.
Ninjago.
Oh, I
I was
don't-
thinking about Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like what Ninja Turtle would you be?
I don't know, like their distinct personalities, and that. Like I also watched the show as a kid, but I like don't remember their distinct personalities enough.
based on the most
I was the most
recent-
obsessed with like Leonardo da Vinci, the
Yeah.
artist, as a kid. So
That's
I'll say
fair.
Leonardo based on that.
I'm trying to think of the most recent movie, which I enjoyed. Mutant Mayhem.
I haven't.
Watching everybody, it's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's like the youngest one that I think is really funny. Well, I don't know which. I mean, youngest. They're all born at the same time. The like smallest one.
Yeah, I used to be a Leonardo guy. Now I'm more. I think I'm big switch Donatello.
Ooh.
Which Ninja Turtle are
Are
you?
There's Leonardo, Michelangelo.
Hello, Donatello, Raphael.
Maybe it's Raphael that I'm thinking of.
I think you'd be Raphael.
Okay.
Once again.
You're yeah. I would say Lily's Michelangelo.
What's his vibe?
No,
could
no,
be
you're
Leo.
Leonardo. You're Michelangelo.
Yeah.
That's
I just said I
Campbell's-
was Leonardo.
Yeah, you're Leonardo.
And you're Michelangelo.
You're Michelangelo. I'm Donatello.
Okay.
I'm Raphael. I'm Splinter.
Splinter. I'm Shredder. Shredder.
The next one is from. Okay, I'm gonna try to pronounce this right. Kahokuri. Kahokuri. One word.
Kahokuri?
Kahokuri.
Let me look at it. Let me see if it's a
Kahokuri?
reference.
Kahokuri. I feel like we might be close, and if we aren't, I apologize.
Kahokuri.
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 Kahokuri. Oh, so you don't know? Apologies if I mispronounce that. The title of this one is Gem of a Real Play Podcast. Discovered this show thanks to TikTok, and I'm so glad I did. I'm into comedy and tabletop real play shows, and so far Gals and Goblins is a great mix of both. I can see that it's leading up to some cool lore and adventures, but in the early episodes, I'm loving just getting to know our gals. Aw. Huge shout out to Sawyer and Beans for being a ton of fun to listen to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Should we talk about the twink thing?
Well, now that you
Well,
said
now
that,
we have to.
There's someone who comments on our Spotify. We love you for commenting. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. You've been.
But-
they love the gals, and they call me a twink.
They're always like, yeah, I love
This-
these guys and that twink.
And that twink you got. This is a PSA. I am not a twink.
if you could see Jared and know him,
You will never see me ever. I am.
That's
I
true.
am
Good
hidden.
luck.
I'm
yeah,
hidden.
good luck. We don't even see him. He sits in a crate under the table while we play.
Yeah, I'm remote. I'm
God.
in the same building though. Are you good? You just it looked like you just got bit by
She-
something.
freak the
the next
fuck
one is
out.
my favorite review that we've ever gotten.
Oh.
And sorry, I just got excited.
This is just a side note that I'm not a twink.
But you keep leaving those comments and calling him that because it gives us a good giggle every time.
It makes us laugh every single time. And I'm like, they called y'all 3 girl bosses and their twink. And I'm not that.
Hey,
Hey, let the fans believe
I-
what they want to believe.
if that's what's true in their heart,
if that's your truth,
if that keeps them listening,
yeah, maybe
there's a
maybe
twink
we
behind
shouldn't
your
have,
mic.
we shouldn't have
Twink.
dispelled the rumors
Yeah.
because now they're gonna be like,
Oh,
oh,
Jared.
But
well,
here's the thing though, I don't want them to be living a lie.
yeah.
I don't know if that's living a lie, but hey, Maybe they're really into the show and that is their life.
If me being a twink is what decides you staying,
Their
and
happiness
listening,
is hinging on that.
I am so sorry, and I hope you keep listening. But
Hey, edit this in.
I'm
Edit,
sorry.
It's just not.
Hang on.
You can't pretend to be something you're not.
edit this in before we talked about this. Warning. If you only listen to the show because you think Jared's a twink, turn it off now.
turn it off now.
We're gonna
just-
break your fucking
Content
reality.
warning. Hopes and
Dispelling-
dreams dash.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Dispelling the twink rumors.
Okay, edit that in before we talk about it.
That's the title.
No.
Twink rumors dispelled.
Twink rumors dispelled.
Everybody's gonna be
Hopes and
counter
dreams
spell.
dashed against the
Yeah.
rocks of life's ocean. Okay.
Jesus.
Wait, I want to read this one because this is my favorite one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn.
She really wanted to read it. Because normal Lily would be like, you can do it. But this Lily said, okay, I'll
She's
do
got a
it.
goal.
Okay, this is from But Yolandi.
There's a space between those.
Yeah, But Space Yolandi.
And but with 2 T's. Just in case you were confused.
But
Yeah. But Yolandi. The title says Lord Arathis can F off. Yeah, that honestly, you could have just left that and it would still be the best review we've gotten. Thank you so much, But Yolandi. Okay. Lord Arathis can F off. Found on TikTok and have been listening ever since. I've laughed out loud and even cried a few times. I love you all so much and can't wait to see what happens next. Jared is an amazing GM who paints a clear image in my mind every episode. The gals are always on point with their characters. Okay, and you can read this part because it's about Esta.
Oh, and Esta gives me Pearl from Steven Universe vibes. Thank
Yes.
you, thank you, thank you.
Very flattering.
I love Pearl. It's so
Thank
true.
you. But Yolandi, thank you so much.
thank you, Papa
This review
Yolandi.
means so much to
And
me.
you're right. Lord Arathis can F off in his
Yeah.
fucking silk pajamas.
F off.
F off, Lord.
off.
We're
Chill.
gonna
Next time we
say
see
that to
him.
him.
Hey, F off.
And it's a capital F. It's so funny.
Hey, you F off, Lord Arathis.
Jared, do you have any other Spotify comments that you wish to
There
feature?
are some that are so sweet. So many that are just so sweet.
Any
Yeah.
rumors any more rumors
Any-
to dispel?
I'm trying to think of any rumors to dispel.
There's no rumors about me.
I can go a
In
little
the
bit.
Spotify comments on this, start a rumor about me.
Start a rumor about Lilly on this. I know that talking about the Sabina's build. I know she's a monk. I think I have her as
You were like monk,
It was like
wizard.
an Asimar
Warlock.
or something.
Sorcerer.
Like that.
Yeah,
I think
monk, wizard, warlock.
Monk, wizard, warlock. Some bullshit.
You said something that was
Insane.
so insane.
Some bullshit that I just threw together. I was like, oh, I want to make this character into
She
this.
was doing so many different things that I thought the first time we fought her, every time she gooped someone, she was like kind of like absorbing whatever class they were.
Yeah.
That was like my initial.
Oh,
like
that's
that's
a
what I
great
thought.
idea.
That's what I thought she was doing.
Yeah.
For something.
That's
Yeah.
some very fucking Sharingan ass stuff. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Anyway, we appreciate all of you who have left lovely reviews. We do
Yeah.
read them actively
Yeah.
all the
And seriously,
time.
every night before I go to bed, I go and click on every Spotify episode and read the comments under it because you never know when there's going to be new ones, and
That's
they're all
true.
sorted
And
by
we
episode.
send them in our group chat and we talk about them.
Mhm.
Hey, for all you gals and goblins lovers, let's just say something exciting coming in February. This is coming out at the end of January, if my calendar's correct.
Should we start talking about it then?
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is coming out like the 31st of January. So exciting things launching. If you are like, I need more gals and goblins in my life, good, because it's coming to you soon, February 15th. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, cryptic.
When are we going to start
We'll
saying what
probably,
it is?
yeah, on Instagram we'll probably have already posted.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Next up,
If you
episodes.
follow our Instagram, you already know.
You
the
follow our
next
Instagram.
study break is actually on the calendar. We'll like dedicate a whole portion to talking about it.
Oh, okay, cool.
If you don't
Because
know
it'll
what
be
we're
the
talking
day
about,
before.
go follow the Instagram.
Yeah, we probably have already teased over there.
Ooh, little tease.
Are we teasing right now?
Yeah.
Bro, are you teasing?
But it's like
I'm
if you
teasing,
were
I'm
like
teasing.
Imagine.
if you were ever like, oh, I love the gals. I wish I was like at a slumber party and just like could talk to them. Good news.
You're in luck. You're invited.
Like
Very
I want to see them
importantly-
fuck around a little more and do some crazy things.
You're invited to this.
Maybe I want a handwritten letter from the gals every few months.
I want
Oh,
that.
maybe I want some snail mail.
Yeah, snail mail with possibly stickers that they probably will throw in because
Some
they
wax.
can't help themselves. Oh, some hand stamped wax seal.
Oh yeah.
Y'all saying too much. Y'all saying too much. Y'all have.
I'm gonna-
And the reveal of your of the tease that you've got too much.
I'm gonna bleep this out.
Good.
Oh,
They can hear us
It
saying.
should
They
just
can
be
hear us saying stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be a really long beep.
I like that.
anyway, hope we
better.
piqued your interest.
And are we wrapping it up?
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Wugs! Want an exclusive Frogmont travel poster? And what if I told you it was signed by us, aka the Gals and Goblin? We're partnering with our friends at Rhymes with Pie Productions in a fundraiser for their film Fender. There are only 10 available, so check out the link in our show notes to get yours today. All you have to do is head to their Indiegogo page. Once there, look for the Gals and Goblins perk and donate to receive this exclusive poster and support this female-led project. Beans out!